जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री गौरीताई की, श्री श्री राधोल भगवान की, श्री 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 जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रमाई की, शिल प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्णा। Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 9, verse number 30. So this verse is all about reminding the duty of a king. If you are a king of a country, so what is your duty? How do you protect the citizens? So that is the verse today. Before we move on, let us remember and invoke auspiciousness. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So let us read first word by word, then full verse. Saha Brahmana Ayam Brahmarshi Varaha Rajarishi Pravarat Vibho Katam Arhati Dharma Jnana Vidham Pituha Eva Atmaja. Soyam Brahmarshi Varayaste. Soyam Brahmarshi Varayaste. Rajarshi Pravarda Vibho. Rajarshi Pravarad Vibho. Katam Arhati Dharma Jnana. Katam Arhati Dharma Jnana. Vadam Pitur Ivatma Jaha. Vadam Pitur Ivatma Jaha. Soham Brahmasya Varayaste. Rajarsi Pravarad Vibho. Katam Ahati Dharma Jnana. Vadam Pitur Ivatma Jaha. Soyam Brahmarshi Varayaste. Rajasti Pravad Vibho. Katam Arhati Dharma Jnana. Vadam Pitur Ivatma Jaha. Soyam Brahmarshi Varayaste. Rajarsi Pravad Vibho. Katam Arhati Dharma Jnana. Vadam Pitur Ivatma Jaha. Rajarsi Pravarad Vibho. Okay, word to word translation. Saha, he, the Brahmana. Nayam, this. Brahmarsi Varayaha, not only a Brahmana, but the best of great sages are Brahmarsis. They also from you. Rajarisi Pravarati, who are the best of all saintly kings, are Rajarsis. Vibho, O master of the state. Katham, how? Arhati, he deserves. Dharma Jnana, O you who are quite aware of religious principles. Vadam, killing. Pitoha, from the father. Eva, like. Atmajaha, the son. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. My Lord, you are completely aware of the religious principles. As a son never deserves to be killed by his father, here is a Brahmana who should be protected by the king and never killed. How does he deserve to be killed by a Rajarsi like you? Purport. The word Rajarsi referred to a king who behaves like a rishi or sage. Such a king is called Naradeva because he is considered a representative of the Supreme Lord. Because his duty is to rule the kingdom to maintain Brahminical culture, he never desired to kill a Brahmana. Generally, a Brahmana, woman, child, old man or cow is never regarded as punishable. Thus, the wife of the Brahmana requested the king to refrain from the sinful act. Om Ajnana Trimindasya Jnananjala Salakaya Chaksurilmutamena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namini Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desha Tarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Just one more time reading translation. My Lord, you are completely aware of the religious principles. As a son never deserved to be killed by his father, here is a Brahmana who should be protected by the king and never killed. how does he deserve to be killed by a Rajarsi like you? Okay, so this is a question. So, how does he deserve to be killed by a Rajarsi like you? So, who is questioning this? So, this is by a wife of Brahmana. Why? So, she is questioning a king. Obviously, she is reminding the duty of a king, and then how the kings will protect the citizens. What to speak of Brahmana? Brahmanas will be protected. So, she is asking a question. So, just to little bit put in context, so, just if you go back 2-3 verses, so there was a king called Saudasha. Saudasha was a king, and once he happened to kill one Rakshasa, the demon. So then he actually forgave his brother. There were 2 Rakshasas. He killed one, then other one he forgave. But that the one who he was forgiven, that fellow, what did he do? The Rakshasas have ability to change their appearance. Just like Putana. When Putana, when she first arrived to Vrindavan on order of Kamsa, how did she come? She was looking very beautiful. And all the villagers of this Vrindavan village, they were all stunned. Oh, here is some, look like a devate, some lady, angel coming from heavenly planet to see our Krishna. So they were surprised. And when she came, she was also very beautiful and acting very motherly. Then out of that, Yasodama thought, oh, here is a very nice, beautiful lady, looks very, very beautiful, not just beautiful, but also very kind. Because they are very expert in acting. The actors, they act as if they are very motherly feeling for Krishna. So because of that, Mother Yasoda put Krishna on her lap. What did she do? So she expressed sort of desire to feel Krishna. What she wanted to feel actually? Visa, to kill Krishna. That's why she came. But later on, Krishna, what did he do? Krishna sucked all the milk and the blood, everything from her breast. And he was sucking. Then, her life air is going. In that she became, started expressing her emotion, crying. In that process, she became so big and died. So her real Rupa came out. Correct? So that is what happened. They are very expert. Similarly, one of this demon that was killed by Sudasha, he changed the form, act like a cook. He became like a cook. And then he went to the kingdom, then became a king, cook of this palace. And there he wanted to somehow take a revenge. How can he take a revenge? Directly fighting with the king, not possible. So what did he do? So one day he cooked, flesh. And then that day, Vasishtha Muni happens to come to the kingdom. He is like a priest of the king. So that time they fed this prasada or food mixed with flesh. Vasishtha Muni understood. So this time Vasishtha Muni became angry and he cursed the king. You become a Rakshasa. You made me to eat a man food in flesh. So Rakshasas means those who eat flesh of a human. They are called Rakshasa. They don't eat vegetarian food. So Rakshasas, whenever they were very extremely hungry, they just, whoever they find in front of them, they take them and devour and eat them. So that was a curse. So because of this curse, this king Sudasha became immediately Rakshasa. So he left the kingdom, went to forest, then became very, very hungry. At that time he found one Brahmana and Brahmini. So he cast that Brahmana and about to devour and eat. So this is when the wife of Brahmana, called Brahmani, she is making a request to king. So the previous verses I already mentioned about the duties of the king. So she started actually praising her husband, also praised the king as well. First she praised the king, Brahmana, her husband. So she says, he is a learned Brahmana. So who is Brahmana means engaging in austerity. Of course, any Vaishnava is above Brahmana. We are also engaged in austerity. What is our austerity? Following 4 regulating principles. So we are performing this tapas or austerity to purify our existence. Why? Because we are impure. All those who are in this material world, materialist, pretty much everyone in material world by default impure. Because of impurity, so we have all kinds of problems, including the fight that happens regularly. You see, you open a newspaper every day, you see one fight after other. Just 1 month ago, everyone talking about fight between Russia and Ukraine. Then after that, they talk about fight between this Hamas and Israel. Now they're talking about fight between, in between they talked about fight between India and Pakistan. Correct? That stopped. Now we are talking about fight between Israel and Iran. This will also stop. By time, everything will be stopped. Correct? Krishna will change. Time is the Krishna's energy. Whoever is the powerful will disappear. If you go back, say, 1,000 years ago, from then on to now, there were big, powerful empires. Where are they? Gone. Only you can see some remnants, some one stone or one pillar standing there. Correct? Roman Empire. You go to Rome, Italy, so there you will see many big buildings are broken and fallen. Big palaces, just only you can see columns. You can only tour the places and see the columns. And the empire was so big, you go to even places like Jordan, there are so few places you can see a column only. And we are calling that as a UNESCO heritage, that's all we can do. They are crumbled, gone. Same thing will happen also. Today, whoever is thinking themselves as the great kings of this country or the world or wherever, they will also be finished. And the kingdom will be a poor country. Maximum, some remnant will be left. Now, even column also will be not left. Earlier, columns have left because people are fighting each other through sword. Maximum, they may try to destroy the temple, destroy the building by hand or some simple way. But now, what are they doing? They are using guided missiles to destroy. Who is using? Misguided men. It seems. So we have guided missile today, but who is operating those guided missile? Misguided men. The men who are misguided. Even women who are misguided. These days military means not men, women also. Okay? Earlier only men used to go. Not only men. Actually king used to lead in front. When the war is happening, the king, the commander, everyone were together fighting. But now the kings, the leaders will somewhere safely sit in their safe place. Underground, even if you throw a bomb, nothing will happen. So they're safe. Then they're simply sending all these poor soldiers to fight. Correct? So this is the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga war is not like in Satya Yuga. In Satya Yuga, Lord Ramachandra led the war. In Treta Yuga. Correct? Lord Ramachandra, when he has to fight with Ravana, so he didn't send Vanaras, you guys are going to fight. I'll sit down safely. No. That's why we called a ideal king. Lord Ramachandra, ideal king. So if there is a fight, he will personally go, not send his other people to fight and die. No. So he will be the leading in front and then fight. So that is how the true the war, fight, battle will happen. But nowadays they are sitting aram se, safely in their nice place, bunker. They built a nice bunker, so they are and having good facility, enjoying. They are not coming. If they were kings like Lord Ramachandra, they will come in front, they will fight each other, then of course one of them will die, then war stops, finish. But now what is happening? Simply all the poor citizens, they are using these missiles and throwing on them and killing them. Yeah, so this is unfortunately, so the citizens are suffering. Why? We don't have ideal kings as described here. Correct? So you can see sometimes kings become like a Rakshasas. So here is a Rakshasa. So Sudarsha. So he's about to eat this Brahmana. The wife is, glorifying both her husband because he is a Brahmana. So he is engaged in austerity. And then what is one who is engaged in austerity like us? So, purifying our existence by following regulative principles. The 4 regulative principles. No meat eating means being kind to animals. No intoxication. So that means you have your mind under control always. Correct? If you are in a intoxicated state, you make a decision. The decisions will be wrong. You check anyone who is intoxicated with alcohol or intoxicated with power, intoxicated with ego, intoxicated with pride, intoxicated with envy. These all are enemies, intoxicated. Correct? People intoxicated doesn't mean that they're drinking, wine or alcohol. They can be intoxicated with power also. Power and wealth and the pride. All these can be intoxication also, unless they are humble. So with the intoxication state, they can't do any decision. So therefore, so through austerity, we perform all this, kindness to animals, keeping ourselves mind sane. Then of course, no gambling. Gambling also requires, deceiving others, very important. Correct? Gambling also leads to a lot of problems. So here people gamble, then they lose all the money. So then what? Homeless. Very difficult problem. Or to gamble, you have to steal money from others, go and gamble, it's addiction. Then of course, purity in the family through no illicit sex. So that purity also is mentioned. That's the 4 regulative principle. Then after that, what to do? We remember the Lord, worship the Lord. So worship the Lord the way Prabhu is doing. After worshipping, we are getting remnants of flower offered to Lord. And then taking that flower, taking that smell, simply by smelling the flower, you are smelling the lotus feet of Lord. So purifying our existence. Cheto darpana marjana, worshipping and chanting holy name of Lord. So that's what we are doing. So this Brahmana was such an elevated person. So therefore, he should not be killed. Now she is specifically pointing out the duty of a king. So what is the duty of king? So first she is saying that, my Lord. Why is she saying my Lord to this king? Because king is considered as a representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna cannot come here, every day, every couple of years. So what can he do? So he identify a leader, a person who will act as a king of that region or that country. And this person is a representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why is the representative? Because this belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheshwara. So he is the owner of all the lokas. Not just spiritual world, but also material world. In material world, you got so many universes. Who is the owner? Krishna, Sarvaloka Maheshwar. So therefore, he can appoint a representative. Within this universe, we have so many planets. Then he appointed Indra as the representative of among the various devatas. He appointed Brahmaji also. Brahma is also post. So Krishna appointed. So Indra is also appointed. So therefore they represent Krishna. That means they must do what Krishna wills. What Krishna wills. So Krishna hoping that all these kings will actually protect citizens. Not just protect, giving them a home or a shelter or food, but also help them achieve the ultimate goal of human life, along with protecting the animals also. It is the duty of a king. So we see in Srimad Bhagavatam also, Parikshit Maharaj, when the Kali, the Yuga, changing, Kali appeared, this personality. What is this person is doing? He is trying to hit the cow, kill the cow and the bull. So then what did Maharaj do? Immediately he sprang into action to protect that bull. Bull or cow or any animal need to be protected. Because they are considered as the children of this king. If your child is somebody coming and hitting, will you keep quiet? No, it's the duty of father to go and protect. So not only educate them, not only give them a shelter, take care of their physical needs, but also protect them from unwanted people activity. So that is what Parikshit Maharaj did to demonstrate that he is the representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his duty is to protect everyone, every living entity, just like his own personal daughter or personal son. Yeah, so that's why saying, "Oh my Lord, so King." So you are a Rajarshi. So if we see the whole, verse by verse, so you are a Rajarshi. So you are not just a king, but also like a saintly person. And the duty of saintly person is to protect the children. So here, so Pituha is the father. Vadam Pituha Ivatmaja. Ivatmaja means the son. When we go through each of the word, Atmaja. So we are Atma, Atmaja. So whatever comes from me, byproduct, is like another Atma from me, Atmaja. So in this case, son. So this Brahmana is like a son, and you are Pituha. Says Pituha Atmaja. So you are like a father, a king as a father. So how can you kill Vadam? Vadam Pitura Ivatmaja, the last line. So since you are a king and representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then you are like a father, how can you kill a son? Every citizen is like a son, children of king. So of course, Brahmana and cow are the most dear, the most important. That's why when we see Krishna, we say, Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaisya. So Krishna, is the one, he desires hita both Brahmana and cow. Go, that is cow, Brahmana. Because they are fully dedicated themselves, their life towards serving the Lord. Unlike others, we have got Varnasrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra. So unlike other classes, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra, Brahmana is not so much focused on money-making business. Correct? So Brahmana is a knowledgeable person, and his goal is to, whatever knowledge he gained, impart that knowledge to others without expecting any remuneration. So he is not having a fixed price. Okay, I will come and do this katha for you, and I will perform this yajna for you. For that price is $1,000. He won't say that. You just invite any Brahmana, so he will happy to come and then perform all the activity that you desire. I mean, teaching you Bhagavad Gita, teaching Srimad Bhagavatam. Usually that's what they do. So when you invite Brahmana, they might read one verse from the Bhagavad Gita and explain to you. Then perform the necessary rituals or yajna necessary for that occasion. Then you give them a prasada, they will accept prasada. While they are leaving home, you might give them some small donation. Correct? So they are not expecting a fixed price. Okay, I will come only if you pay this much. No, that's a pure Brahmana. So these Brahmanas are fully dedicated themselves to the service of Lord, and they take care of their needs only by whatever is given as a donation. You can call it as gift or a donation or a dana, whatever you call. So that's what true Brahmanas do. Then the remaining time, again they use it for their own well-being of everybody, and also their own well-being, performing puja of the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So such a Brahmana. So killing such a Brahmana is so sinful. Therefore she is reminding. So she is also saying, so my Lord, you are completely aware of religious principles. So this king is fully aware of religious principles. What is the duty? So here, so dharma jnana, katam arhati dharma jnana. So dharma jnana, dharma and jnana. So dharma, so what is the religious principle? And you are aware of those, jnana. Jnana is knowledge. So you are a not ignorant person. She is telling that this king is not ignorant person. In fact, this king Sudasha is actually a very knowledgeable person. Due to curse of Vasishtha Muni, he became, this Rakshasa. It is not even his fault. But because, whose fault? It is because of that cook who wanted to create a trouble, to take a revenge. But you see, in the kingdom, even if the fault is if the mistake or a error or a sinful committed by who? Committed by citizen, that actually goes to the king. Why Vasishtha Muni cursed this king? He should have cursed that cook who did this. Vasishtha Muni knows. See, Vasishtha Muni, with his divine vision, he can see the past, he can see the present, he can see the future. If you are a divine Muni, a divine devotee, you can see what is happening far away. So in some of our the parampara, system, for example, we have Prabhupada, then Prabhupada Guru is Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, and then Gaurakishore Das Maharaj next. See, the Gaurakishore Maharaj, with his divine vision, even though he is chanting Hare Krishna mantra in Mayapur, from there he can see what is happening in Vrindavan. Can we see? Now we can put on camera there, connect through internet, and go on computer, we can see. Correct? We can see now. So we need a camera. Someone need to put a camera there, working camera, and the camera need to be internet connected. Then camera need to be accessible from our device from here. Then we can see. People are doing at home also. These days people are putting cameras at home, and they are at the office. They can see what is happening at home also. Correct? And from there they are controlling things from the office only. So, but during Gaurakishore Das Maharaj days, there was no internet. Correct? But his vision, he had the divine vision, he can see, just like what we try to see through all these material things. So just by divine vision, he can see what is happening. Not only just happening, he can even protect. See, Radha Damodar temple. So there was one, Tulsi tree. So once the goat went there, goat, it's a goat. Goat, what does goat do? They just eat all the leaves. They enjoy eating leaves, unlike camel. What does camel want to eat? Camel want to eat even thorn also. Not only leaf, he will take thorn and eat. Then while eating that, the tongue will, get injured. Then the blood is coming and he is drinking that blood, also enjoying. How nice it is. That's what camel are. Prabhupada said that people are like camels, ashes. In the Kali Yuga generally, so they are eating, they are enjoying their own blood, discharging their own blood, feeling, enjoying happiness in the world. Correct? So that's what just like camels do. They simply, thorn and they are trying to chew. Their tongue is, correct? Tongue will cut. If you put some razor inside, do like this, your tongue will cut. Correct? Even if there is a small sand particle, so by mistake you try to eat, then it may cut tongue also. Correct? So same thing. But whereas camel is enjoying. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam says, the people are acting like a ass and camel. They're comparing to them. So that's what happened. So it's very important to make sure that we follow. So here there's a jnana. So that's why she's saying that, so you are dharmaja, principles of dharma. At least we say, simple dharma, artha, kama, moksha, not only those, going behind. And you are a jnani. So as a representative king, you have a jnana. You are not a like us. You have a jnana, what to do, what not to do. So then she's saying that you are aware of this principle. And she's also reminding that a son never desired to be killed by father. Okay, that we talked about. So therefore, so he should protect. So he's making that you should protect. So as a Rajasi is very, very important. And Prabhupada, he says that king is also called Naradeva. Naradeva. Deva, the God for Naras, humans. Correct? Naradeva. So as a representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead, so for us, we also as a citizen should not see king as another troublemaker. So just like king sees all the citizens are his son, similarly, we also need to see the king with that awe and reverence. Not someone who simply satisfies our desires all the time. So he should do his duty. At the same time, the citizens also should do duty. Then only we'll have a Rama Raja. When we say Rama Raja, not only king who is the ideal king, but the citizens also have to be ideal. They also be very honest, they are also be good people, and they also, have awe and reverence, respect for the king, for the saintly people. So then only it is a two-way. So there is one saying, Yata Raja Tata Praja. Yata Raja Tata Praja. So the way king is, similarly the people also. Praja means the prajas. Here praja refers to not just humans but also everybody. All the living beings. The dogs and cows and mouse and snakes, frogs, whatever. All of them are praja. So that is why it is the king's duty to protect. So as it said, all the sinful activities done by the citizens also goes to the king. So therefore king has to be even more careful. So just like what happened, because that cook has cooked a flesh and offered it to Vasishtha Muni, who ate, and Vasishtha Muni able to see the past. As we discussed, even our Gaurukeshwar Maharaj is able to see the past, can see the future, can of course know the present, and they can act remotely. So when the goat was eating that leaf, Gaurukeshwar Maharaj is able to say, from Mayapur, he says, hut. Hut means get away from here. If you go to a goat, he says hut, so it will go away. So he said from there, so goat left. You can see. So not only can see, but also act. So that is why we say, if Krishna want to kill a demon like Hiranyakashipu, he personally don't have to come. He can do it from there only. But why does he comes? He came to give pleasure to the devotee. Narasimhadev appeared. His main purpose is not to kill the Hiranyakashipu. His main purpose was to give a pleasure to Prahlad. We say, Namaste Narasimhaya, Prahlad Lada Daine. He wanted to give pleasure to Prahlad. That's why Lord comes. Okay, so here also, so you can see the future, and they can do that. That's very, very important. Then of course coming back to Vasishtha Muni, because Vasishtha Muni was fed with this flesh of human, so instead of cursing the cook, he cursed the king. Same thing. If all of us do any impious activity, so the sinful activity, so who is the recipient? Sometimes we say the sinful activity conducted by children goes to parents. Then from us, you'll go to the king. So you see, if you become a prime minister of a country, or a king of a country, or a president of a country, you have a high responsibility, making sure that everything is pious. Then you can get some pious credit. But if some people are doing impious also will come too. And having a big country with large population, even more danger. Correct? If you have a large population of millions and billions and crores of people, and anybody may commit sin, and all that sin will go to the king. King in the modern city system, we call that king as elected, president or prime minister or whoever is representing themselves as a leader of that place, take all the things. So that is why she is appealing, the Brahmini is appealing that you are a knowledgeable person, you are aware of religious principles. So just like father protect, so you are representative of Lord, you please protect this Brahmana. So therefore he doesn't deserve to be killed from person like you, Rajarsi. If the king is very very cruel, then you can say. But here king is a Rajarsi, Rishi. Rishi is a saintly person. Saintly person doesn't want to even kill ant. Even the ant, when you are walking on the street, they go very carefully. Not pride, walking like this. You don't see what is all you are, putting your foot on. The devotees, when they become, they are like that. So we have even a story of one of the disciple of Narada Muni. There was one person. He was known to be very, very cruel. Cruel in the village. Very cruel person. So therefore Narada Muni said, why are you doing this? He said, I am doing all of this just to take care of my family. So Narada Muni says, you don't have to. To take care of family, you don't have to just become a devotee. Just keep on chanting holy name. Just like we're chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like this you keep on chanting. Then Lord will take care of this. Of course, Narada Muni is a powerful Acharya. When someone, Acharya like Narada Muni gives instruction, even the cruel person will take it. So he took it. Then he started doing this tapas like this, then leaving. So people thought, here this person became saintly. Then they started coming and, Rishi, please take one apple, mango. Like that they offered. He's living happily. But once he saw Narada Muni coming, far away. He saw his Gurudev is coming. So he got up and then started running. But how is running? He is just running like a limping person. Correct? He puts one foot, like not straight running. He's jumping like this, then jumping that side, jumping this side. Why is he doing? Narada Muni was wondering what happened to him. Did people beat him on his leg so he's not able to walk properly? No. He was jumping because he was such a cruel person. Through his austerity, by practicing spirituality, so he became very kind to an extent where he doesn't want to even kill ant. So he is jumping like this, going so carefully. You see? So that is the kindness that devotees develop. Similarly, the king also should be kind like that person. Because he is a representative of God. So every being is part of Krishna. Lord says, Aham Bija Pradayaka. Bija, the seed-giving father. Krishna is not a seed-giving father just for humans. He is a seed-giving father for ants also. So unless you are on a Krishna service and killed an ant, the sin will come to you. You got it? So suppose you are walking to do serve Krishna, and you may not seen it. The ant died. So in this case, who will take sin? Krishna will take, because you are in the service of Krishna, and of course you didn't do purposely. Correct? So you are walking to serve and doing, so in that if some ant got killed, so that will be taken by Krishna. So that means you surrender to Krishna. Krishna is saying that Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mama Eke Saranamrja. When you surrender to Krishna in your duty, in the surrender service, so if something like this happened, it is the Krishna who will take, not you. So that is why we say, engage all activities in service of Krishna. Means if you are studying, writing something, write for Krishna. You are learning ABCD. Okay, I am going to learn this for Krishna and use these skills for later for Krishna service. So if you're working, okay, I'm working there, I'm going to get some money, I'm going to use it for Krishna service. So, of course, take care of yourself, obviously, then only you can serve the Krishna. So, if you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of anybody else? So, taking care and engaging that wealth, your talent, your ability to do mridanga, ability to write, ability to speak, ability to walk, whatever ability you got, ability to read, ability to make garland. We have so many abilities. Ability to speak, ability to see the future. If you have ability to see future, use it for Krishna service. Correct? Ability to see the past, of course you can't do much about past, but you can learn a lesson. Only who can do that? Only Rajarsi. Otherwise people are simply focused on just current ego. If the today's king can see the past and learn lesson from it, they will not fight. But they don't see the past. And they know that it will be destroyed in the fight. But still they fight. Why? Because of that ego. Ego, thinking that I am the ruler of this world. Everybody must listen to me. Only I can have nuclear weapons, not you. Correct? So like this in ego the fight is going on. If the ego is not there, it will be peaceful in a second. The whole earth will flourish, greenery, just like during lockdown time. You know, there's one great thing about lockdown, COVID lockdown, correct? In COVID lockdown, humans are stuck in their home. As a result, animals are freely walking joyfully, happily, and the various fields, everything grown very, very green, very beautiful, and no pollution. You can see Himalaya from very far distance, very clear, but now you can't see, fully polluted. Correct? So therefore, humans are causing the problem. But if human can be peaceful and purify their existence, as this Brahmini says, truly religious, dharma jnana, not only jnana, vijnana. What is the difference between jnana and vijnana? Jnana is like a theory. Let's say we have a famous formula, E equal to mc square. You heard about E equal to mc square, Hare? Not yet. Once you start studying physics, you know this Einstein proposed the theory called E equal to mc square. So that is a theory. But we don't know what is E, what is M, what is C. Do we know? We don't know. Just theory we heard, E equal to mc square, we also E equal to mc square. But if you know it and apply this in principle in your life, this is called Vijnana. Jnana equal to mc square. The Vijnana is knowing what it is. You can know materially, you can know spiritually also. So, materially, E is the energy. C, M, C square. M, mass. C, that constant. Okay? So, that is, we know materially. But you can spiritualize that. How can you spiritualize? E. E is energy. Do you want material energy or spiritual energy? So we have Antaranga Shakti, Bhairanga Shakti. Antaranga Shakti, internal. Bhairanga, outside, material energy. So Krishna's energy is spiritual energy or material energy. Which one you want? Spiritual energy? Okay, let's make it E as spiritual energy. Now how do I get spiritual energy? I get from mc square. Correct? What is mc square? Here M. What is M? Okay, in our case, let's say Mangala Arati. And C, chanting. If you chant during Mangala Arati, it will become so effective like C square. What is C square? If you chant 4 rounds, how much it will become? 4 square. How much? 4 into 4, 16. And if you chant 16 rounds, how much will become? 16 square. Huge number of chanting. I mean that effect we're talking about. Correct? Chanting is still 16 times only, but the effect that you get, that the purity, the energy, that, why do we chant? To purify our heart. Why? Because heart is filled with all this mala mutra, all unwanted things. So that is why it was Cheto Darpana Majana. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that we are chanting to purify our heart. When our heart is purified, then we can see Krishna, we can see our Swarupa, we can develop love for Krishna. So that is why we are chanting. So that C square will be more effective. So that is the spiritual meaning of this E equal to MC square, putting that in practice. Okay, so that is why she is saying you are a religious person, so you are a father-like personality, you are a representative of God, so you please protect this Brahmana who is a citizen of your kingdom. Okay, so this is very beautiful verse actually. When we go deeper, you can see. So this shows the duty of a king, it demonstrates the duty of a citizen, and it also indicates that the king should know religious principle. Similarly, the citizens should know, and the king should make, facilitate the growth of citizens by not only giving them material needs, but also uplifting them to higher level, make them spiritual. Then, next life they all go back to Vaikuntha Loka. Then the Krishna will be pleased with everybody. Krishna will be pleased with this king. If the king is uplifting the whole citizen, whole country to be spiritualized, then how much Krishna will be happy on that person? Correct? Obviously, he is the city, as a representative of Krishna, king is representative of supremacy of Godhead, he should do what Krishna desires. So therefore, Krishna is happy. Correct? If I appoint you, let's say I am a president of this temple, I appoint you to be some position here. So I am pleased if you follow those, do that duty properly. Similarly, Krishna will be very pleased with that king. And he will be pleased because the king is helping bring all these lost souls who run away from Vaikuntha Loka to here, going back to the home. So the king is helping mass migration. Correct? Migration in one life. Everybody go back to Vaikuntha Loka. Everybody go back to spiritual world. Or Ayodhya Loka. Or Vrindavan Dham. Or Buddha Dham. Or Narsimha Dham. There are so many dhams there. So if they go back, Krishna is pleased on the king. And this is a very important duty. Therefore, she is appealing. So please, how can you kill, this Brahmana? Please don't do it. Okay? So anyway, I hope now this is clear. Very, very important verse for today's situation that world is facing. And I hope that all these people who are fighting, all the sides, will listen to this class, will listen to this verse. This is from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. This is the peace formula. This is a peace formula. Correct? Peace formula, and not only peace, also happiness formula. So peace and happiness, then their mind will be very not corrupted. Mind will be very peaceful. Mind will be divine. When the mind is divine, everybody will living happily, peacefully with connection with Krishna. Then the whole world, whole earthly planet will be empty from humans. Go back to Vaikuntha Loka. Then let the animals and birds and beasts live happily here. And by the way, if human disappear from this planet Earth, nothing will happen. It will flourish. There are scientists who made a research. We have ants and we have humans. Suppose human disappear from this face of Earth, what happens? Nothing will happen. But if ants disappear, there will be ecosystem commotion. Correct? Ants are doing a lot of good work, unlike humans. Humans are not doing anything useful here. They are not protecting the earth, they are destroying the earth. But ants are protecting. So therefore, ants are more important for the well-being of this earth planet compared to the humans. So let everybody follow this principle, go back to Vaikuntha Loka. This planet will flourish very nicely. Very nicely will flourish. Then we also will be happy in Vaikuntha Loka rather than fighting here like cats and dogs. So this is very, very important verse. Okay, with this, let me stop here. So I like to thank all the devotees, for listening patiently. So this is a class of another devotee. So since the devotee didn't come, so I just happened to read. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Hare Guru, any question? No question? Happy? Good. So please follow this. If you follow this, one day you will become Indra if you like. If you don't want to be Indra, no problem. Just be a nice devotee, go back to Vaikuntha Loka. Hare Krishna.